Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at stuff that we can use. Good news, interesting news about our city, our state, our country. And we take a look at your questions, ideas, suggestions, plans for the holidays. We connect everything we can so that we can have a good time as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta. Today is Saturday, December 9th. We're getting deeper into the holiday spirit, and we have news to share with you as always. Today is an important anniversary in Mexico's tradition, in Mexico's religious tradition. We'll explain that in a second. But first, I want to welcome everyone to the broadcast, and particularly those of you that are watching live for the first time. If that is your case, feel free to let us know. Write the word new in your comment, and we'll be so very happy to give you a nice little welcome. And of course, if you have something important that you wish to share with everyone, it helps a great deal if you add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment. We'll be looking for those later on, and we will bring them up as we enjoy our comment section. Meanwhile, let us take a quick look at what's going on in the city. Of course, it is that time of the year, and the Puerto Vallarta bus terminal is gearing up for an unprecedented number of arrivals, said the management. Starting on December 15 and through the rest of the month, the bus terminal will handle approximately 200 departures and arrivals per day, with anything from 1,500 to 2,000 passengers, and this is expected to go on throughout the rest of the month. Well, starting on the 15th, but I'm sure that the numbers are increasing already. No need to worry about bus tickets. Usually the bus lines add additional rides to accommodate for everybody that is hoping to arrive or hoping to depart. I know I have friends that have plans to travel to Guadalajara in the next few days, but I am sure tickets have been purchased and are good to go. Elsewhere in the city, Cristian Preciado, who oversees the Municipal Tourism Office, has announced that hotel occupancy is looking good for the rest of the month, which is expected. For the rest of us, of course, this means if you are coming here and you're booking a place to stay, you'd better have done this already, as some hotels are already completely booked throughout the entire month. And here are some good news for Marina Vallarta residents and visitors. The beach access to Banega Beach is being improved thanks to a 2 million peso budget provided by the Neighborhood Association. The project, the project includes the construction of a bicycle path and an access ramp at the beach, along with public restrooms and new public lighting. This is, by the way, the only public access to the beach in Marina Vallarta. Elsewhere, if you want to get into the beach, you have to cross through one of the hotels, which is unfortunate if you simply want to enjoy the beach. No date has been provided for the completion of these improvements, but it is a good thing to know that they are actually happening. And speaking of beaches, south of Puerto Vallarta, beaches at Melaque and Barra de Navidad have reopened after a shark incident took the life of a swimmer a few days ago. Regardless, those enjoying the beach are always encouraged to follow all the safety guidelines wherever you happen to be. It never hurts. And last but not least, this is not good news or bad news. This is just something unfortunate that happened. We've talked about the Cuale River Bank at El Remance, where the sidewalk and part of the street were destroyed by a hurricane 2 years ago. And again, this season suffered further damage. Well, a driver did not calculate his distances properly and almost ended up with his vehicle down the river. The good thing is that he did not suffer any major damages. The bad thing, however, is that it may take these types of unfortunate incidents for the local government to handle the damaged street and sidewalk and fix them, or at least to provide a reason why this has not happened yet. It's been over 2 years. You'd think they would have gotten to it. Anyhow, let us take a quick look at the weather just to see what's in store for the rest of the weekend. I'm looking at snarky weather and, ooh, cursing. Surprise, mother fracker. It's sunny, it says. It is 27 degrees out there right now. Humidity is at 54%. And our weather forecast for today says it's going to be humid with clear skies throughout the day, a high of 31 and a low of 20. Then tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 29 and a low of 19. And Monday, we begin the next week with mostly clear skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon, it says. A high of 30 and a low of 19. And moving right along, yesterday we talked briefly about the Puerto Vallarta Book Club, but we did so at the very end and I failed to add it to the show notes, so I figured I would do this today. Again, this is a local group of people, friends, that put together a list of books to tackle through the year, and the group meets once a month to discuss the reading of any given month. So in case this is something that appeals to you, I see the list of books for the whole year, and it looks very interesting. And I'm going to share this with you in the show notes today. Let's see, moving right along. All is set to go with the new Christmas festival. Well, we've had a Christmas festival before, but we're going to have a Christmas parade for the first time this year. But the whole thing starts today with the lighting of the Malecón tree this evening, and there's also going to be a saxophone and Christmas carol performance at some point in the evening. The time has not been announced, and that is usually the case. I happened to drive into town 2 days ago, and the Christmas tree looked far from completed, but if they say it happens tonight, then it must be happening tonight. And of course, today is December 9. Today is the day in which the Virgin of Guadalupe appeared before a young peasant named Juan Diego in the outskirts of Mexico City. It was 1531, so it was a long time ago, 1531. Juan Diego, hold on just a second, went up to the hill, and up on the hill, the Virgin appeared before him, the Virgin of Guadalupe, and told him, go down to the town and talk to the bishop and have him build a church for me. And Juan Diego, who had never seen a virgin appear before him, did exactly that. Of course, when he reached the bishop said, you don't know what you're talking about. And of course, Juan Diego was really concerned, so he went back up to the hill, and the Virgin of Guadalupe, I suppose it's the same Virgin, we call her Guadalupe in Mexico, the Virgin of Guadalupe appeared before him again, and he explained to the Virgin, listen, he's not buying it. And the Virgin sent him back down to speak with the bishop, who told Juan Diego, well, I'm not buying it. I need some proof. So hold on. So she appeared to him again on tomorrow, on Sunday, and then she finally appeared on um, on December 12th. And the proof that she brought down was that he unveiled his tilma, or the coat that he was wearing, which are used to wrap fruits and vegetables and things that you carry. And a number of flowers, roses, appeared, and the image of the Virgin appeared before the bishop. And the bishop said, "Oh, okay, so we must be in business here. This must be the truth." And this is how the veneration of the Virgin of Guadalupe began in Mexico as a tradition. There are a number of circumstances that debunk the tradition. We're not going to get into those today. Today, we are going to be simply, we're going to take in the story that happened. So, I've also done some research, and it turns out that this whole business of 12 days of pilgrimages or processions seems to be a thing here in Puerto Vallarta and nowhere else. As I found out that the whole procession, the whole 12 days, have been inscribed in the list of intangible cultural heritages for the city of Puerto Vallarta. So this leads me to indicate that Puerto Vallarta is the only town in Mexico that celebrates 12 days of processions. I could be wrong on that one, but it's definitely something that is very, very local. It's a good tradition. It's one that you want to enjoy, being mindful of the fact that it's going to affect your driving time, your arrival time. Traffic is going to be a little crazy, but it's only 12 days per year. And we continue doing that until the 12th. And that is what we prepared for you today. Let us take a quick look at your comments just to see what is going on out there. I see good mornings. I see upcoming arrivals, which is wonderful. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. There is a queue. Thank you, Spencer. Any update regarding the council member who had employed 2 of his family members and was to be reprimanded, then dismissed? However, he warned that he would spill the beans on other issues in the council. Nope. As far as I know, he's still employed, and it's business as usual, and it is what it is. I have not seen any other news published to that effect. And John reports, going to El Tepeyac and seeing the church is an amazing experience. Every time I go to Mexico City, I'm inspired to go there. That is a nice comment. Thank you very much for sharing. And let's see what else. This is it. Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about because your comments make no sense to me. There's a queue. Maybe they don't fix the road in Remanse because no tour buses have to park there. Too local. You know, Albert, I think about this, and regardless of whether it is a priority or not because of the tourism factor, I also think that it is quite possible that the city requires some heavy-duty machinery to fix that, and somehow that machinery does not exist or is not in the budget. But you know, things would be so simple if the city would simply come out and explain this. You know, I don't know if the actual Remanse, being the neighborhood, has had a meeting about this with the city, and if the city has formally responded. So it's easy for us to sit here and tell the news, but I also think, I hope that the Neighborhood Association for El Remanse has actually taken the time to do something for themselves and call or meet or manifest or otherwise expect answers from the city. And that's just my own comment. A lot of times we think the city is aware of everything, and we could help the situation if we were a little bit more proactive about our wants and needs. But that's just me. Let's see. Oh my dear, let's another cue. Let's see. We're listening to the new Dolly album. Not a huge Dolly fan, but it's quite good. Yes, I understand that Dolly Parton has a new album. I'm gonna check it out. Thank you for that, Albert. Again, it's easy to comment and complain, but when it comes down to getting things done, you know, a lot of times it takes a little bit more effort from everyone. And with that said, I'm going to work on the effort of having a really chill weekend, and I hope you do too. I hope whatever it is that you do will help you connect with your friends, with your family members. If you're in town, enjoy yourselves. If you're getting ready to come here, get here safely. And whatever it is that you're doing this weekend, have a good time doing it. And hopefully we'll get together here again on Monday. Take care.